Hi everyone, my name is Ruthie VanGorder and this is today's Mindful Minute. I'm so glad that you're here with me today for this mindful moment. I love to know that you're checking in and that you're learning along with me some ways to integrate mindfulness into your day-to-day life. That's the goal, right? That's the purpose, to demystify this mindfulness business a little bit and help it to become something that you can do anytime and every day, right? Throughout the day. It should be something that's integrated naturally within your day, not a separate to-do list item. That's the hope. That's the purpose. That's the goal, right? So today what we're going to do is we're going to start with our quote, and then we're going to dive into a brief little mindfulness meditation to get us centered, right? And then we're going to do the 5 senses meditation, which is one of my favorites. Truly, it really is a good one. I think we may have done it before, but you could seriously do it every day. It's that good. So here's the quote for today, and it's from Jon Kabat-Zinn, and here's what he has to say about attention and cultivating mindfulness. He says, "The best way to capture moments is to pay attention. This is how we cultivate mindfulness." The best way to capture moments is to pay attention, right? So paying attention is something that we do every day. We're paying attention to something, right? But mindfulness encourages us to pay attention on purpose, and in a way that helps us really know and understand what's going on with ourselves, with our brain and our body from moment to moment. That ability to be able to do that helps us to cultivate this awareness of our own needs and helps us to cultivate this ability to proceed in a manner that is the right one for us, truly. Instead of looking back and thinking, ugh, I reacted to that instead of responded to that, whatever that is, right? So this is why mindfulness is so important. It helps to teach us how to truly respond instead of just reacting. So the quote today, "The best way to capture moments is to pay attention. This is how we cultivate mindfulness." So right now we're going to practice paying attention to our own body, our own breath, our own mind. Right? So I invite you to settle in wherever you are. Just settle in, get comfy, right? Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Let yourself sigh. Take a breath in and then let it out. And if you're comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. So go ahead and just settle in. And if your eyes are closed, great. If not, whatever's comfortable for you. And just take a minute to notice your body sitting. Notice the sensations of your body touching the chair, your feet on the floor, maybe your back against the chair. Just notice how that feels. Bring awareness. And then I want you just to notice the natural flow and rhythm of your own breath, without trying to change it in any way, without judging it in any way. And just allow yourself to switch from our normal mode of doing and reacting and being busy to just simply being. Notice just what's around you. Notice the sounds. And notice, again, that sensation of your body settling in to your chair, grounding into the floor, and just being still and being present in this moment. You'll notice your attention shift away from this moment and just gently call it back. Be aware, be curious, Notice your thoughts and be okay with them. Don't judge them. Just notice and bring them back to this moment, focusing on your breath or the sensations of your body in the chair. And then take another minute just to breathe in through your nose. And as you breathe out through your mouth, just allow yourself to settle and be present, paying attention to this moment. Take one more breath in, letting the quality of your attention be light and easy, simply observing and noticing. And as you breathe out, you can gently open your eyes. Very nice. You're very good at that. You're getting better every time. So as you settled into this moment, that was paying attention to yourself, right? And as we heard from this quote today, the best way to capture moments is to pay attention. This is how we cultivate mindfulness. So that was just a little intro. Now we're going to dive into the 5 senses meditation. And here's what it is. What you're going to do is focus on each of the 5 senses intentionally to help increase our awareness of the present moment. This is something that you can do anywhere that you go. And what we're going to use, obviously, are the senses of vision, touch, hearing, right, our auditory system, and then taste and smell. We're going to use all of those senses in a systematic way. We're going to start with, here you go. Are you ready? I want you to sit right where you are. Look around your room, or if you're on a nature walk, look around the world at what's around you. And I want you to notice 5 things, 5, that you see in your world. Notice. Go ahead and look around and see what you see. Notice. Notice maybe some things that you wouldn't normally notice. Be intentional about looking. Notice the details. Take a minute just to observe without judgment and just notice 5 things that you see. And after you've done that, look around and notice 4 things that you feel. Maybe it's the texture of your clothing. What do you feel right now? Maybe it's your foot inside your shoe or your sock, right? What do you feel? What are you aware of right now? What do you feel? What do you notice? 4 things. Next, I want you to notice 3 things that you hear. Listen. Listen for sounds around you. 3 things that you hear. Without judgment. Just notice. Next, I want you to notice 2 things that you smell around you. Whether pleasant or unpleasant, just notice. What is it? What do you notice? 2 things. And then lastly, I want you to notice 1 thing that you can taste in this moment. If you don't have something, in your mouth right now, maybe take a sip of a drink, chew a piece of gum, eat something, and notice that sensation in your mouth. What did you notice? So we walked through the 5 senses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? We 5 things that we could see, 4 things that we could feel, 3 things that we could hear, 2 things that we could smell, 1 thing that we could taste. If you're doing this with young children, after you've had them look around the room, ask them, what did you see? Ask them to give you details about what they saw. You're allowing them to become present and pay attention to this moment, right? You're helping them cultivate a practice of mindfulness. If you're doing this for yourself, I encourage you to get outside of the walls of your home and take a walk. even if it's just a short one, and practice the 5 senses meditation. I did it the other day which is why I wanted to bring this to you today, because it was so profound for me, but I'd found myself cooped up. We had some snowy days, and I was kind of tired of the 4 walls of my house, and I went out and I was walking on trails in our neighborhood, and I noticed things that I had not noticed before. I noticed a family of deer nestled in a field that I was purposefully scanning, looking for something, and there they were. And I stopped for a minute and just noticed them, and it was beautiful. And it was a really welcome blessing from the craziness of me being inside my house and doing all my work-related stuff that I was doing. I needed that break, and chances are you do too. And a great way to do that and to see things that you might not notice if you're not looking for them is to get outside, get into nature, and bring this 5 senses meditation with you. You can also do it if you're in the car and you're traveling. Take it with you. I encourage you to do that. Mindfulness is not meant to be something else to put on your to-do list, but it is meant to be something that you incorporate into your everyday. And I really hope that you do. I'm excited for your journey of mindfulness, and I really pray today that you can find opportunities to incorporate this 5 senses meditation into your day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.